Hmm. Did you just see something? Deb? Deb, where did you go? She was here a minute ago. Deb? Deb? I thought I saw you here just a second ago. Where the heck? Where could she have gone? I think I'm starting to break out. Every October, I seem to break out. But who the heck breaks out in tattoos? This is extremely, extremely strange. I seem to have misplaced my co-host. She was here just a minute ago. And I saw something flash before the screen. What's going on tonight? This is a really weird. What was that? Right here. You're looking for me? How's that stupid? There you are.
There I am.
You know, I'm always misplacing my co-host. I don't understand this, but I thought I had seen you, so.
Not my problem, it's yours. I'm always here.
It's a personal problem. You're absolutely right. You know, this time of the year, I mean, it's October now. This time of the year is always a weird time. Weird things happen. I start seeing things like I thought I saw something, you know, a few minutes ago, and then I couldn't find you. And yeah, I don't know what it was, but you know, this time of year really flips people out. You know, it's it's Halloween, and the kids' scary stuff. You know, in our line of work, I mean, Tutored Body and Soul, we do a lot of energy work. We do mediumship.
We talk to dead people all the time.
All the time. So
I'm a medium.
It's like everyday stuff to us. But sometimes, you know, people ask me questions and I'll tell them about some things that have happened to me. And they really flip out about it, which totally surprises me. How about you? Do you have a story that people really flip out about?
Well, yeah, I do.
Do tell, do tell.
One night, I was going in my bed, and I have a hall light that in the entrance to my bedroom, and I caught a figure in my hallway. Had very.
Were you awake? Were you asleep?
No, I was getting into bed. I was wide awake. Had very skinny arm and a skinny leg, and it was going like to the side, to like an invisible door, through an invisible door, which is my stairway. And I didn't know what that was.
And you weren't afraid, though.
No, I wasn't. That's the weirdest. That's probably the weirdest thing. I wasn't afraid. So I got in my bed and put my sheets over my face, and I figured I'll deal with it tomorrow. And I know I saw what I saw, and I had a dream. When I woke up the next morning, I remembered my dream so vividly. I was on a planet, and that galactic being, I'm going to call it a galactic being because now I saw her head. It was a her, and she had almond eyes, and this planet, I was under this big huge dome, and I looked at her, and she was beautiful. She was just beautiful. Her eyes had so much love. And I looked at me, and I had the same skinny arms she did, and I looked like her. And I said, how can I look like you? And she said, you're a hologram. Okay. So I looked around, and there was green leaves and lush vegetation. And she went over and she took this huge leaf and she put it against her chest. And I said, what are you doing? And she said, this is how we absorb the energy.
Like a salad.
Like a salad. No tomatoes.
I love it.
No tomatoes.
Hold the tomatoes.
Hold the tomatoes. And it was like amazing. So
this is a story that you tell people that flips them out? That would flip me out, actually.
Yeah, alien in my bedroom.
Alien in the bedroom. That'd do it.
So when I woke up the next morning, I was like, that was so real. How can that be? So that night, I went to get dinner. I went in my refrigerator. Oh, the hand that I saw was 3 fingers and a thumb, but it was like a claw, and it was bulbous at the end of each finger. So that night at supper time, I went in my refrigerator and I got a jar of olives. And I never saw this before, but this night caught my eye. The cover was black, and on the cover was a hand, and on each finger was an olive. So I thought that was pretty good confirmation, but I wanted more. So about a week later, I'm at the Walmart, and I'm behind this car, and it's going very slow. It's a very old car, and at the back of the car there was some stickers somebody must have put on there, and one caught my eye, and right below it was the name of the car, and it was Cirrus, Cirrus. Chrysler makes a Cirrus. And I'm like, wow, because that's what I got in my head, where my little friend came from was the planet Cirrus. So I thought that was pretty good confirmation.
That was good confirmation.
I've seen her a few times in my meditations. She's very, very loving, extremely loving. She calls me sister. I named her Anna Honora. When I say that, somehow the energy comes out, and she does react to that, and that's when I see her. So she's been around for a few years, actually 4 years.
So how many times have you told this story, and what are people's reaction to it?
If people know me, they're not surprised.
They're not surprised.
Yeah, there's been other stuff too. They get scared because we've been brought up to think that aliens are bad and
or
not
that
good.
we're the only beings in the universe.
Oh,
my story is a little bit more generic
really
than that. Well,
really
it's not to me. It's not to me. It's not to us because of the type of work that we do. But when I tell people the story, I kind of flip out about it. And this, I have a neighbor, or I had a neighbor who he was a widower, and he loved to cook. So he would make all these fantastic dishes, and he'd bring some over for me and my friend at the time. And, you know, they were delicious. He'd always bring the stuff over. And he was a guy who really loved to have fun. He loved to have a good time. So as he progressed, because he was a little bit older than me, I mean, yeah, a little bit older, a lot older. But anyway, he was older. And as he got older, he got sick, and eventually was housebound. So he actually lives next door to me. So what I did is I wanted to return the favor. So I would cook, and I would bring food over to him. And now, you know, between the combination of being sick and all the medications that he was on, sometimes when I would bring the food over, he would make like comments at me, like maybe things that he shouldn't say. Okay. So, and I didn't think anything bad about him, because I figured he's sick, you know, he's on all these medications. So
he's sick. What does he know?
So I would still cook, but I would send my other half, my, what do you call him? Partner at the time. I'd send him over, and I'd say, go bring this over, and, you know, if Charlie makes a pass at you, that's not his real name.
That's all right.
Charlie makes a pass at you, don't worry about it, he's just sick, blah, 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 you know. So that went on for quite a while, and then one time, you know, where I live in a townhouse, I'm up on the 3rd floor, and there's a bathroom on the 3rd floor where my bedroom is. So, of course, having the wonderful bladder that I do, I had to get up in the middle of the night, go potty. So it was towards the morning, I guess, 4 or 5. So as I'm coming out of the bathroom and into the hallway, I see this head. and it's Charlie's head, but it's just the head. It's just the head, no body, no arms, no nothing, just the body.
Oh my
just
God,
the head.
that would freak me out.
And the weird part about it, and I didn't because I recognized him. I thought, oh my gosh, okay,
so the head's floating in the air?
Well, you know what it was? For those of you who are old enough, you'll remember that at the end of the day, when they used to turn the TV stations off, there would be this wavy, kind of staticky wave thing going on the TV. So that's what Charlie's head was like. I saw just his head, and it was kind of, the energy was kind of wavy,
Sort of like
whatever,
underwater.
something,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
how I see
So it
it.
wasn't clear. So I'm looking at him and looking at him. I said, "Oh, Charlie, you know, if I'm seeing you, you're either passing or you've already passed or whatever it might be." And so, so he says to me, "Well, Joan," he said, "I wanted to apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable." So I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's, you know, you don't, you're forgiven, all this and that." I said, "No problem. I knew you were sick, blah, blah. Go to the light, you know, all that good stuff." So now I'm going back to bed, and my boyfriend says to me, "What are you talking to?" You know, and I said, "Oh, I said,
Happy Charlie.
Yeah, I said, "Oh, Charlie." Charlie's head was in the hallway. So he's like, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean Charlie's head is in the hall? It's not still there, is it?" You know? And I'm like, "No, no," you know, because I think he was afraid if he had to get up and go to the bathroom, he was going to encounter Charlie's head. So, I mean, to me, when I saw his head, I was not afraid. I knew that he had passed or was in the process of passing. And I knew that he was coming to me to say, "Gee, I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable," which, you know, was totally unnecessary. So while I thought it was a perfectly natural thing for Charlie to do, my mate, my boyfriend at the time, totally flipped out. And then when I tell that story to people, they're like, "Yeah, if I saw a floating head in my hallway, that would flip me out too."
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah, well, it wasn't scary at all because he wasn't scary in
You knew
life, right?
him.
Yeah,
You knew
you know,
him.
you knew him in life. So these are some of the things that are everyday things for us, but other people kind of have a,
Well, when I see spirits, sometimes I don't see their feet. I'll see maybe waist up, but I don't look for it either, because I figure I want to just communicate with the top part.
with the top.
But there are times when I'll see them full, and usually they
Yeah.
all dressed. I don't actually see them scary. I
Well,
choose
see,
not to do that.
yeah, see, I'm the
Um,
same way. They don't scare me. My mother's passed, and I see her, and you know, she doesn't scare me. She didn't scare me when she was alive. She certainly doesn't scare me now that she's in spirit. So those are our Tibbs TV stories. Okay, so we hope that you enjoy them because, like I said, for us, these are everyday occurrences, and even though some people are uncomfortable with them, it really is a very natural, you know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's okay.
well, there was a little girl that I met, and I was going to take care of her. And when
Oh, that's
she
right.
passed, I was shocked because why did I meet her? Um, when I had met her the week before, when the mom asked me to take care of her, um, uh, she she loved the fact that I liked angels, and we had a really good time talking.
You
So
connected.
I did. And when she passed, um, she showed up in my kitchen dancing, and I was like, "Ooh."
Why are you in my kitchen
Why are you in my
dancing?
kitchen? She died in her sleep, and I figured she needed to go up, so I closed my eyes, and she did not want to go. She stayed at
She
the
wanted to
bottom of the
stay in
stairs.
the earth plane.
Well, her mom and dad weren't too, acclimated to the fact that she passed, and there was love involved, and they didn't have a chance to tell her to go. She did not want to go, so she was not climbing the stairs. And I, as a medium, know that that's very important to cross over, not to get stuck. So my guardian angel took a stuffed animal and put it on the stair. This took me almost an hour and a half to do mentally because she was very, very young and she was very scared, very scared.
Of course.
But she had a guardian angel, my guardian angel, and finally she went up. My guardian angel kept putting the stuffed animal up another stair and caught her attention, up another stair, and finally she went up to the stair, probably the fifth stair, and she turned into the most beautiful, it made me cry, the most beautiful spirit. She was unbelievably a beautiful,
So
beautiful
that's
spirit.
not something that would actually scare someone.
Well,
That's
to
not
go
really a
through it
scary
all-
ghost story, but it might have been
My
for
dinner
her.
got cold.
I was going to say, if you're telling that to another person, that might scare them, especially if they don't know that the spirit needs help going home to.
They all
to
do. A lot
everything.
of them do. A lot of them are fearful, for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Whether they're judging themselves about being a nice person or whatever, no. But it was amazing, the most beautiful person that she was, and it was she walked up like a queen. I was so happy that I was part of that, and it made me feel good.
And
Yeah, it
so
took me a
when you
while to do
have
that.
those experiences, they
I
should not be
do,
scary.
and then not that was
They're
not
not
scary.
scary.
It was
Okay,
tomorrow, but
okay, let's end there and let's say thank you everyone for joining. And if you want to hear more stories, because we have mega amounts of stories, we really do. And you can come and visit us at any time. And we love the folks at BATV, so come and visit us
yes.
there. Come and visit
Our
us at
friends.
TIBS TV. We love you.
Love you, Tara, Bob.
Okay, we're recording. Did you see that? Did you see it this time? Did you see that head?
Yes, I did.
Yay!
That's
See?
pretty spooky.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought I was just imagining it.
I wouldn't have went underneath my sheets. I would have went under the bed if I saw that.
Say goodbye. Come here. Come today. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Let's see.